Today we're talking about S-Corp distributions. What are they and how do they work? So if you're an S-Corporation owner, understanding distribution is key to managing your business financing and also maximizing your tax savings. In this video, I'm going to explain what S-Corp distributions are, how they differ from salary, and what you need to know to stay compliant with the IRS rules. By the way, my name's Cashflow Chris. I'm not a tax professional or a lawyer. This video is for informational purposes only, but boy, have I been doing this a very long time. Let's first start with what are S-Corp distributions. S-Corp distributions are payments made to the owners or shareholders of the business. So these distributions come from the profits of the company and are not subject to self-employment taxes. That's very important to know. And it's one of the biggest tax advantages of operating an S corporation, if we're being honest. But there's one important rule, guys. Before you take distributions, the IRS requires you to pay yourself a reasonable salary for the work you're doing in the business. This salary is subject to payroll taxes just like any other employee's check. Only after paying yourself a fair salary can the remaining profits be taken as distributions. I get this question all the time. So I'm trying to think of an example here. So let's say your S-Corp earns $100,000 in profit, right? And you pay yourself a reasonable salary of $50,000. And that $50,000 is subject to payroll taxes. The remaining $50,000 can be taken as distributions, which are not subject to self-employment taxes. This split can save you thousands and thousands of dollars in taxes compared to being taxed as an LLC. So, why is a reasonable salary important? The IRS closely monitors S corporations to ensure owners are not avoiding taxes by taking all their income as distributions. If you don't pay yourself a reasonable salary, you risk an audit, penalties, and possibly back taxes on that. But how do you determine what's reasonable, right? I get this question all the time too. So the IRS doesn't give you an exact formula, but factors like industry standards, your role in the company, and the business profits can help guide you as well. So let's talk about managing these distributions and also payroll. Handling both salary and distributions can get complicated, and especially as your business continues to grow larger, right? That's where QuickBooks comes in to save the day. It makes it easy to manage payroll, track distributions, and generate reports for tax season. You can also automate payroll, ensuring you pay yourself on time and stay compliant with the IRS. It's what I personally use, and it's a lifesaver for my small businesses. I'll throw my affiliate link in the description. I highly advise. Okay, next let's talk about tax implications of S-Corp distributions. While distributions aren't subject to self-employment taxes, they are still considered income and must be reported on your personal tax return. So as an S-Corp owner, you'll file your business taxes using Form 1120-S and receive a Schedule K-1, which outlines your share of the company's income, deductions, and distributions. And again, properly reporting these distributions is crucial to avoiding issues with the IRS. Next, let's talk about setting up an S-Corp and making the switch. If you're operating as an LLC and wondering whether an S-Corp is right for you, now might be a great time to explore the switch. Electing S-Corp status can provide significant tax savings, but the process can feel a bit overwhelming. That's why I personally use LegalZoom to help. They make it easy to file the paperwork needed to elect S-Corp status and set up an S-Corp from scratch. They handle the details so you can focus on actually growing your business. It kind of just saves you the headache of doing it all, guys. I'll throw my affiliate link in the description. I personally also use them. So let's talk about some tips for managing S-Corp distributions. So always pay yourself a salary first. And what I mean by this is always prioritize paying a reasonable salary before taking distributions to stay compliant with the IRS rules. Also, separate business and personal finance. This is like so crucial, guys. Use a dedicated business bank account to keep your salary and distributions organized. This next one is also huge. Track everything, literally everything, no questions asked. Keep detailed records of your salary, distributions, and business expenses. Tools like QuickBooks, like I talked about, make this so much easier. And also, work with professionals. A lot of people don't talk about this, but consult a tax professional to ensure your salary and distributions are calculated and reported correctly. Again, if you want links to resources on that as well, in the description. S-Corp distributions are a powerful way to save on taxes, but they come with some responsibilities. By paying yourself a reasonable salary, keeping detailed records, and staying compliant with IRS rules, you can maximize your tax savings and keep your business running smoothly. If you're ready to set up an S-Corp or make the switch, LegalZoom can help you handle all the paperwork and all that. QuickBooks will help you manage your finances every step of the way. Again, links will be in the description. And if you have any further questions, hit me up in the comments. But guys, before you go, I think you should check out this next video. It's one of my most popular videos related to you.